Welcome back to Wise Intuition. Today we take a journey into the deeper layers of our being, a space beyond thought, beyond pain, and beyond the masks we've come to believe are us. This is not just a conversation about awakening, it's about liberating the soul from the architecture of suffering. While this conversation draws inspiration from many spiritual voices, it ultimately invites you into your own truth, to remember who you truly are. Let's begin by unraveling one of the most misunderstood aspects of the human experience: the difference between pain and suffering. Pain is real. Pain is physical, emotional, and sometimes spiritual. It is what happens to us. We stub our toe. We lose someone. We feel heartbreak. These are inevitable, and they are part of our design as conscious beings. But suffering is the story we build around pain. It's the resistance to what is. It's not the heartbreak. It's the belief that it shouldn't have happened. It's not the moment of loneliness. It's the voice in our head that says, "This means something is wrong with me." Suffering, then, is not what happens. It's how we relate to what happens. It is self-generated, fed by our thoughts, and rooted in our deepest misidentifications. Enter the ego. The ego is not evil. It is simply misunderstood. It was built to help us survive. As children, we developed behaviors and beliefs to stay safe, loved, and accepted. These constructs, this identity, were necessary at one point. But now, for many of us, they have become cages. The ego speaks in the voice of limitation, or more precisely, untruths. I'm not enough. I'm too much. I can't trust anyone. I must prove myself. It's not that the ego is malicious. It's simply trying to protect a version of you that no longer needs protecting. Did you get that? The ego's job is simply trying to protect a version of you that no longer needs protecting. Let that sink in. It's trying to ensure survival, even if that means staying trapped in cycles of fear, control, and emotional contraction. We might say the ego tightens around us like armor. It tries to keep us safe, but ends up suffocating the very essence that longs to expand. Many of us are living as the person we needed to become to feel accepted. We are playing roles: caretaker, achiever, pleaser, rebel, hoping to earn love or avoid rejection. But that identity is not who we are. It is a facade, a beautifully adaptive facade, but a facade nonetheless. The suffering comes when we forget that these masks were created by fear, not truth. We begin to think, "This is who I am," but no, who you are is the one who sees the mask. You are the awareness behind the identity. And this leads us to a powerful truth. You are not your thoughts. If you can observe a thought, you are not that thought. If you can witness a feeling, you are not that feeling. You are the witness, the stillness, the consciousness beneath the noise. This realization is the gateway to freedom. Because the thoughts of the ego will never stop trying to pull you back into fear, into old narratives, into self-doubt. But when you can sit as awareness, simply witnessing without judgment, you are no longer bound by the story. So how do we transcend suffering? We stop fighting it. We stop trying to overcome it with more effort, more doing, more fixing. Instead, we meet it. We sit with it. We listen. We allow ourselves to feel, not to indulge, but to witness. In this space of deep presence, the stories begin to dissolve. The ego quiets, and what remains is peace. Not because the circumstances changed, but because you remembered who you are, boundless, timeless, whole. So many of us are suffering because we are trying to belong by becoming someone else. But you can't belong as someone you're not. True belonging begins the moment you show up as yourself, not the version you think others will accept, but the real you, flawed, radiant, and unmasked. Belonging is not something you earn. It's something you remember. It's the soul saying, I never left. I've been here all along. Here's the paradox we get to embrace. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are not here to reject the body, the mind, or the world. We are here to alchemize them, to infuse matter with soul. Freedom is not just about transcending the ego. It's about integrating the truth of our divine nature into our everyday lives. It's not just about meditating on mountaintops. It's about living from presence in traffic, in conflict, in the kitchen, in the silence of your room. Soul and matter, divine and human, energy and form. This is the dance of true awakening. Your energy is your frequency. It's your signal to the world. When you're identified with the ego, your energy contracts. It becomes defensive, guarded, reactive. But when you're connected to the soul, your energy expands. You radiate safety, presence, love. You don't have to change your whole life to shift your energy. You just have to shift your awareness. Remember, awareness is the first act of power, and your attention is creative. Wherever you place it, you bring life. So let this be your practice. When you feel triggered, ask, what part of me feels unsafe? What story am I believing? What would I feel without that story? Sit with the answers. Meet them with love. Meet them with breath. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to be present. And in that presence, there is no suffering. There is only life unfolding. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are remembering. Let go of the need to fix. Let go of the need to arrive. You are already home. If something in you stirred today, if a light turned on or a truth landed, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe. Let others find the peace you are finding. And in the comments below, I invite you to reflect. What part of your identity are you ready to let go of today? What truth are you ready to live from now? Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and let your energy lead the way. With love and awareness, wise intuition.